Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the Nobody Entertainment Podcast. This is a quickie, and we've already started. My name is Nobody James, and this here is Nobody John. John, I don't care how you've been. We're going to go just right into it. John, how you been?
Fantastic.
That's a good way to be. We haven't uploaded in a little while because I'm lazy, and it actually has nothing to do with lazy. I've been incredibly overwhelmed with life. You have been lazy?
I've been overwhelmed. I don't know. I don't even know where my time goes anymore.
I know where my time goes. It is just absorbed by everything. I made a trip down to Joplin. Just said it again. We said it in the last podcast. It doesn't matter anymore. People know where you live. I'll tell them your address. It's 2613. No, I have no idea. Anyway, I made a trip back home, and I made the mistake of making a trip back home because I had to cram all of my schoolwork into like 2 or 3 weeks worth of schoolwork into 1 week. So I did all that. Then I came home to Green Bizzle, right? Get
Mm-hmm.
here, painted my hallway upstairs. We got new carpet coming in like 2 weeks. So I had to get all the upstairs painted because you can't do that over new carpet. You'll ruin it. You'll ruin it. You can't sit here and spend like $4,000 on carpet just to have it painted on.
You put those things down.
Yeah, it's not foolproof, my brother. It's not foolproof. Not when I get behind a roller. What's wrong? Cat, you got to do cat check.
Okay, I'm gonna move my camera because it's going on there. Don't mind that. See that
I
cat?
can't see. Nope, I don't see it.
Oh
But
yeah, you don't, but they
but the
do.
viewers
The
can.
viewers
Yeah,
do. They see that cat
they do.
on the ironing board about to die.
Finally, someone gets on that ironing board. I mean, damn.
Yeah, I just wish my wife would hear me and come in here and take care of that, but it's not gonna
Yell
happen.
louder. That's true. Women, mine's upstairs on a couch, but
Mine's mine's on a couch too.
that's what they do. That's what they do. So
That's what they do.
I I've been busy, John. I've been super busy. Oh, and I quit caffeine. That's why I didn't record last week. I had been doing schoolwork all day. I'd been painting all day. I ran and I was just coming down from my caffeine addiction because I got back on it for my trip. And I was like, I just generally don't have the energy. I was like, I would have been like,
I was
yep.
pretty tired too, so I was okay with it.
So that's my life. That's where
I
I'm
was like,
at.
James wants to cancel. Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
that'll work out. That'll be fine. I'll just
yeah.
hold it over your head
You
forever.
had to, yeah, you had to guilt me. Yeah. I mean, I guess if you think I was like, I'll record. No, no, no. You already said you didn't want.
That's how it goes, baby. That's how it goes.
But
So
but
how's
no,
that
I've been
new medication? You were
busy.
trying new medication that was done in the last cast. People don't know, but it doesn't matter.
They will. I mean, they'll see that one
They
hopefully before
will.
this one. You never know though. Talking about my kids' medication. No,
Is it better? Is it worse?
it's it's kind of. I think it's actually worse right now because they lowered her levels for the ethosuximide, the medication she was taking before. Dude,
Hmm.
she finally can swallow pills though, consistently. First try,
Yeah,
pops them
yeah. You
down.
showed me some video where she like freaked out.
She's great because otherwise, no, it's a nightmare. But she's getting them down. But I think her ethosuximide levels are still lower than what they were, and this other medication hasn't really been absorbed into her system as well. So it's not quite where it needs to be. But hey, it's a work in progress. It's gonna get there. Everything's gonna be all right. It's going to be all right. What are you doing?
I was
Am I
just
supposed to
trying to.
move?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Which way?
You're left.
You're pointing this like
I
this.
don't worry about.
Don't worry about what you're trying to tell me. It doesn't matter. Um, John, have you done anything that's been entertaining you lately?
I'm on call this week, so not really. I've been running and I've been little bit of German. Haven't studied any of that firewall stuff. Uh, I really wished I would have saw the it's that Demon Slayer. They just came out with a movie that ends for the first season, and I wanted to see it, but all the movie theaters around here are closed. I did see The
What are you
Hunt from
talking? What is
2000.
Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer. It's an anime. So if you're into
Oh,
that kind of
okay.
stuff, it's a little. I don't know. I don't like the fact that they explain what they're doing as they're doing it. I mean, I understand that style. but it grew on me, and I bashed it out in like 3 days. I did see a film with my wife, The Hunt, at the Independent Movie Theater here. It's a 2012 movie. It was put on by MSSU International Department. It's a Danish film. I'm okay with it.
Huh.
It's got that Mad, what's his name in? Mad Maximal.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, Mads Nicholson. He's in The
Nickel.
Dark.
Nickel.
Great
Nickel.
actor. I haven't seen the film that they just got an Oscar for, like Let's Keep Drinking or something like that. But anyhow, this 2012 film, it's a depressing film about this teacher who is accused of child molestation, and it's his hometown, and it's crazy how the whole town, his whole life spirals down so quickly. People don't even wait for evidence. It becomes
That
this
sounds like
hearsay,
life.
a little gossip, and it all goes downhill. Great film to take your wife to. A pedophilia film. It's great.
I do like
Date night
Mads
ruined.
Mikkelsen a lot. He's great.
Yeah, he is really good. So I do want to see that new Danish film that he did that he got an award for. So I am definitely about it. So the American version apparently is going to star Leonardo DiCaprio. So I'm cool with that.
Oh, that okay. That okay. I just saw, but that's like it's direct to Netflix, I think, right?
I don't know. I didn't see what the American thing is going to go, but the Danish one I'm definitely going to see.
I think it's a Netflix movie, but I know I saw that news article on that whole Leo announcement. But you mean you tell me you haven't taken the time out of your busy schedule to watch the Mortal Kombat movie?
Oh yeah, no, I watched that. My bad.
Oh, thank God. I
Well,
was gonna say I don't even know what we're gonna talk about then.
so here's the deal. I took the wife's Fiat back down to the dealership as I normally do. It has a crack in the windshield wiper fluid radiator from the last time we had like negative 17 degrees. And
Oh
apparently the
yeah,
last person that filled it up, not this guy, it just had water in it. And so it froze and cracked.
that sucks. That's
Anyhow,
stupid. Why would? Oh well, maybe not. Maybe not. Are they sure it was water? Because what if they put just like a fluid that wasn't rated for such cold temperatures? Because it's not normally that cold in Missouri.
yeah, no, I mean, we get spouts for that. And we ordered the car from California, so who knows what was in it.
Oh,
But
that's
it
true.
wasn't in
That's
there
true.
when I went to go use it.
So it probably wasn't water. If someone put water in there, they're dumb.
I mean, you can, but just get it all out. And we don't park
Just
that
put
thing in the
beer in it.
garage. Okay, the garage has got cat boxes and a broken treadmill. What do you want from me? Anyhow, so
Clean it out and put your car in it.
I watched the last
Duh.
episode of Invincible.
Okay, that the last episode. We can start there if you want. The last episode is technically it's up live now, I think, on Amazon. So this not last, the last of the season. That was the penultimate episode. This is the final seasonal episode, and it has just been. This is news that just popped up. I just saw it. It has been renewed for 2 more seasons.
Good deal. So
Shit's awesome.
last Friday, I watched it at the dealership. It's a great episode. Great episode. Got all the twists. Hopefully you'll find out what is that undying man? That guy needs to be put back together again. So
The one he gets his.
yeah,
I guess shouldn't. I don't really think we should maybe do all the spoilers, but I just want to touch base on this because did we talk about Invincible at all in any of our recordings?
I think so because you suggested it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's awesome and it has an amazing. It's in case we didn't real fast. It's
You complained about it because it was
created.
like it's too long. And some episodes are 45 minutes. This one was like
I
30
don't think
something.
I don't think it's too long, but I do think there are parts of it that I find myself waning in interest. But I still think the whole series is a B plus,
Before we
A
get too far
minus,
in it, I have one quick
or
question, almost off
oh,
topic. Are you glad he's done with that normie chick?
I don't think that it's over, but I hope.
I want him to get with the redheaded super lady.
I liked that twist where he finally like again, I'm not trying to go into too many spoilers where he straight up says like, "Hey," and then he shows up and she's like, "Yeah, I'm not buying it." Get
Yeah,
out. I was like, if he'd just tell her everything would be okay, and then yeah, I was like, oh,
too late,
okay, that's
bro. Too late.
it's an interesting twist. She's like, I knew it. Leave. And also the person that plays her is Zazie Beetz, and I love her as an actor. She's great.
Yep.
Um,
Go
but
ahead
no,
and step on the.
yeah, the action's amazing. Um, the story so far is twisty and turny and exciting. I am I'm super excited to see where they leave it because again, being the final episode of the season, and then who knows how long we're gonna have to wait for the second and third season.
I hope not too
Um,
long.
but I mean, this by the end of it, I was looking more forward to this than I was the Falcon and the Winter Soldier,
Hmm.
because
Is that over
this is
too?
it just ended last. No, actually, when I was in town, it was the last episode. No, no. Last week was the last episode. So
Okay,
it is
dang it.
over. It's only 6 episodes. Have you not
Yeah,
watched
no,
all
I'm
of
burned
that?
through them. I'm done.
Oh, so you didn't know it was the end?
No. I mean, I see how
Like
they wrapped up
he gets the
stuff.
suit. You saw the suit and the helicopter
Yeah, I
thing.
saw the suit. I saw, the boat thing, everybody pulling together, get that boat going. I saw it all. So, I
What'd you
saw.
think of the series?
It's all right. I liked it. I liked it. I'm a little disappointed that all the terrorists are dead, but now I've got the
Oh
power
yeah,
broker.
spoilers, full
Power broker.
spoilers.
Oh, I mean, I guess not all the terrorists, because there are normal people that also are part of this organization.
Way to
More
pull it back.
spoilers. Hey,
Well,
listen, if you haven't watched it, it's been a week, okay? Subscribe to
yeah,
Disney
get your
Plus
shit
and shut
together.
the up.
I have two complaints about the show, and it's both power level related. I think uh, that the Winter Soldier, who I personally think that during his villainy in the Marvel universe in the MCU, I
Mhm.
think he was one of the scariest and best villains in the one movie that he was actually a villain. Well, kind of two movies he was a villain in. Um,
Didn't he seem
but
stronger
his
then too?
his power level is all over the place. Like he gets knocked out every 20 seconds. He gets his arm just touched off of him. He can't rip a lock off of a door. It's just like, what is this? So
I
I
thought he was
hated
just gonna
that, but
take the. I think it would have been cooler if he took the door hinges off because he couldn't remove the lock. That would have been
I thought,
cool. I don't work for
yeah, I
Disney
think that
though.
would have been cool too. Yeah, if you did, maybe it would have been a little bit better. And then I had the same complaint about the Falcon, right? Like at the end, especially, there's a truck going over a bridge or over a cliff or whatever, a scaffolding, and he flies in and he grabs it and then he boosts it back up. It's like he's still a human.
His body would have
I
been
don't care
crushed
how.
between
Yeah,
the
his arms
bus
would have just exactly. His
and the
wings would
rocket
just.
jets.
He would have been a bug on a windshield.
That's what those two little rockets did. They like stabilized to keep him from
I
getting
saw
crushed.
that, and that's how they're trying to. But your arms can still only do so much, John. Like, his arms just rip off, and he just shoots in the air.
The bone just.
And then the next, he's got two Bucky arms in the next series.
Yeah, I don't.
But it's official; they are making a movie, Captain America 4, starring Anthony Mackie
What
as
about
Captain
Agent
America.
America?
Uh, what is that called? What is his name? Oh, it's just secret agent, right?
Oh,
Or U.S. agent. That's what it is. U.S. agent.
yeah.
I really enjoyed his arc. I thought it was really cool. I've heard a lot of people talk and read a lot of stuff about how he's it felt forced because he was like crazy at the end of episode 7 and then or 5, and then at the end of episode 6 he's like best friends and fighting alongside him and stuff. And I
They're
I mean
not best friends.
my thought on the matter is he was never a full bad guy. He did a villain, very military-like thing, and he killed a guy in public. I mean, he didn't
His best
mean
friend
to.
died.
Just exactly. So
And
he
he's all like
kills.
power drunk off the serum.
So I don't think he was ever a bad guy. I think he's just. I mean, like I said, our military does effed up s like that all the time. You know.
Yeah, he's just a human. He's not better than anybody else.
And Steve Rogers was just better than everyone else. He was just a good
He's
guy.
good. Yeah, he's a good guy. That's what made him, not the serum.
So, like I said, overall, I think I think it was yeah, I'd say great. I think I liked it a lot. I think it was great. I think there were pieces of it that were a little sloppy. I thought the flag smashers as a whole were a little underdeveloped.
Weak. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Zemo, Baron Zemo, and the character development between Bucky and Sam and everything else about the show I really liked, except for the power levels and then the weak flag smashers. But I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't the original serum, so. But
That's
then
true.
again, Bucky should have been beating those butts.
He really should have. And
Damn it.
it was like plot weakness. It's like oh, he got knocked out because he would have fared too well. I don't know. It's just kind of dumb.
So what about the old Mortal Kombat? What do you think?
I'm actually pretty interested to talk to you about this. Okay, so Mortal Kombat. The first movie was released in like 1995, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, starring a bunch of nobodies except for Christopher Lambert, which was Raiden, who also played the Highlander in the Highlander movies. Um, I don't know about you, but I was in love with that movie when I was a kid. I thought it was freaking fantastic. I thought the fight scenes were awesome. I liked seeing the characters in real life, and I think I was pretty jaded by the fact that I was roughly 10 years old. I was out karate kicking trees and doing pretend backflips around my neighborhood after I saw
Getting
that movie for the
getting chased by
36th
possums.
time. Probably. That did happen, for sure. I didn't karate chop that possum, I ran. Um, that's a smart move, for the record. That thing screamed at me, like human screamed, like, ah! And I was like, uh-oh. Um, so no, so that's just my brief history with the movie. The first movie, I liked it. I loved it actually when I was a kid. Now it doesn't really hold up. It's kind of goofy and dumb. Second one is dog shit. That movie is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and I thought that whenever
I
I
don't
was a
even
kid
think I've
too.
seen it.
Don't or do. You might love it. You like that hokey bullshit, so you might like it. Um, so I watched this movie. I mean, I had legitimately like all the hype in the world for this movie. Mortal Kombat as a series is one of my oldest and most favorite gaming franchises. I'm not a huge fighter fan, but Mortal Kombat itself is amazing because it fits into that like horror genre enough that it just works for me. Um, uh, Overall, when I watch the movie, the acting is atrocious, almost all the way across the board. Um, for the most part, the humor doesn't land for me. But there are a couple of humorous parts. I think all of the humor really comes from one character specifically. I'm going to do spoilers. I don't care. Kano, he's started out as a good guy. The
Well,
visual
no,
is he's a bad guy, but he plays for the good guys.
no.
Yeah,
What did he do with that was good? He just didn't get killed.
I get. I mean, you're right. He never did
He's
anything
never
good,
been
but
a good guy.
he did hang out with the good guys for the first half of the movie. And when he switches sides, it's like a revel. It's supposed to be like a reveal. Like, oh no, he's bad now.
I mean, everybody saw it coming a mile away. If you
I mean,
didn't,
obviously.
you drink too much.
I mean, I drink too much and I saw it coming. Um, I thought the action was serviceable, but I didn't feel like the fights were ever good enough.
The fights, I'll have to agree with you on that. It doesn't make sense. What's his name? Goro?
Yep,
The forearm
just
dude.
Goro.
Huh?
Goro. Yeah, Goro.
Yeah, Goro. Or Gora. Anyhow, he
Goro.
he shouldn't have gone down the way he did.
He went out like a bitch, and also they didn't. This is the main problem I have with the movie. Okay, let me just say this
It
before I go into
suffers
that.
from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Power levels are all over the place.
And there's too much, but overall, I think I enjoy the movie. I think it is gauche on our rating scale, but I enjoyed watching it for exactly the same reasons I would have liked it when I was a kid. I like seeing the characters brought to life, and I think they did a great job characterizing and creating all of the characters. I mean, Kung Lao in his big hat is real stupid, but it's character accurate,
I
and
mean,
it's
yeah.
fun.
I enjoyed
Uh,
like when he sliced that harpy lady.
so this is what I was gonna say. There's there's okay. Again, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I can name almost every single character in the entire series. So whenever I see them pop up in on the screen, and Natara is the Harpy lady, she's a character in. I want to say it's actually that's in the blind spot for me, the games, because it's Deadly Alliance in that realm. So I don't know which one she actually popped up in, but she was kind of a replacement for Goro and whatnot. Actually, Mortal Kombat Gold I think was the one that had every character in it that had ever been created at that point. Plus, they introduced like 6 or 7 new characters, and they were all just reskins of each other. That's why I hated that one so much. Everybody had one fatality. Everyone had like 2 special moves, and you could create your own character, but all the characters were the exact same. Because even there was a male skin or a male framework, and there was a female framework, and everyone was just wrapped around that. So Sub-Zero looked the same as Scorpion, looked the same as Chameleon, Reptile. Everyone looked exactly the same, just with a different skin over that same frame. So it was terrible. But then they introduced Natara, and Shang Tsung says, "Oh, this is my blah 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 blah. Isn't she beautiful or something?" And then she flies down and gets immediately executed in the coolest way possible.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of whatever.
We needed her for that scene. Okay. We had to set it
Yeah,
up like
which they
that.
I'm fine that they did that, but I don't know. I wanted more backstory or less characters.
This
I
is a
didn't need
Zack Schneider kind of situation where they took a bunch of cuts, came up with a bunch of ideas, slapped it together, and said, "Hey, here you go." And hey,
kinda
I put it
same
as a
thing with
good.
like
I put it
Reptile.
as a good film. It's a good movie. If you're up for just a gore
Dumb.
fight, you know, you don't,
I wanted the
you
gore
aren't
to be
into the
more over the
lore,
top
you aren't
too.
into the power levels. You're just watching this for the fights and the gore. It works. Outside of
I'll say
that,
this.
it's garbage.
I'll say this. The introduction fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero and the ending fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
I also, and I don't know if you got into this, but the Japanese versus the Chinese
It was cool.
undertones, I was
Yep.
like,
He's like, I don't know what you're saying, and then the other dude spoke both. So,
yeah.
um, and I like the fact that they make Scorpion the good guy in this scenario. I thought that was really well done. It's game accurate too. So odds are, if they do a sequel, which I hope that they do, because that's what this did, is it made me want to see another one.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to see the list of characters. Because they killed Cabal, which is a super dope character in the game, and he was pretty okay in this movie. But they gave him no backstory for the most part. He's the one that Liu Kang fights,
Hmm.
and he's got a cool power set. And yeah, they could have done more with him, but they kill him off. They kill Natara off. They kill Kano off. They kill Reptile, or at least one Reptile off. Uh,
Was that Reptile?
that is Reptile.
As a lizard guy.
He's a lizard guy in every single game except for Mortal Kombat 2.
No, he's got the green suit. He's not an actual lizard.
In Mortal Kombat 2. Every other one, he is a lizard. To what variation he's a lizard, he is a lizard.
No, because he looks exactly like Sub-Zero. He looks
In
exactly
Mortal
like
Kombat 2, he does. Play a different game, John. They
Super
kept making
Nintendo and
kept making them after 1997. Also, why are you playing on the Super Nintendo? Sega is where it's at
I don't
for
know.
Mortal Kombat.
Listen,
Don't look it up. I'll send you pictures.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
No, you
Anyhow,
need to.
you consider it a gauche.
I think it's Ghost just because of what it is. I think
You
it's.
want more out of it.
I just want less characters and more backstory. Here you go. Here you go.
I
Let me
think maybe
copy
that's your
this.
problem. You want more story. What? I mean, that's what
I
you
just
have
want more
directors and
backstory for
writers
each.
for, to create a story so that
Here you go.
maybe it can get out of the game zone. And I don't think they did that job well enough.
You could take a look at that. Take a
Yeah,
look at that.
boom, done. Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
That's number
That's what
two.
Reptile looks like.
Now that's number two. And now this. I'm sorry that this doesn't play to the audience. This is what he looked like in Mortal Kombat 4.
That
What?
doesn't
I
even
don't
look like what's
remember.
on this on the movie. I think they just
No.
sent in. I
Hold
just
on.
think they sent in
Hold on, John.
a lizard thing.
Hold on. This is the most current incarnation of him.
That's still not what
So,
they fought. They fought a naked chameleon thing
okay, he didn't have a freaking shirt on.
or pants.
It's the same damn thing, John.
We'll have to
Oh,
look.
wait, wait, wait,
Do
wait,
they have
wait.
it
Here you
listed in
go.
the credits?
Hold on, hold
Pull
on.
up those
Uh,
credits.
here you go. This is Mortal Kombat Armageddon. And if I can remember right, this is the one that sucked. This is the one that had all the same skin characters. This is what he looked like in that game. Does that make you feel better? Because he looks exactly the freaking same.
It's looking closer, but it still has clothes on.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine. We'll figure it
I,
out.
I hate to tell you this, but in the games, Kano had a metal eye. So that's not Kano.
Not trying to say it is.
Also, I don't think they had an actor that portrayed the character, so he might not even be in the credits with a K, the K Reddits. I was proud of myself there. I like I said, I want to see more. I wish they had gone further with the character development, made you care about some of the characters before just immediately killing them off. But there's a roster of like 154 characters that they can pull from for the next games, and I like the little Easter eggs. The funniest joke I thought in the movie, and this one actually made me kind of like laugh out loud, was whenever Liu Kang is fighting Kano and they're practicing, and he does the leg sweep, and Kano
Is that
jumps
all you're gonna
over.
do? Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, because that made me like, I was like,
Cause
oh
yeah,
shit. When
cause the
I was a kid,
games.
I used to spam the shit out of that move. It was awesome.
Yeah, no,
That was
I,
awesome.
I, I think I laughed about that as well. So
What did you think of it? I mean, you said it was good, but
I
I
said it
mean,
was good.
anything
I
that
said it
stood
was
out?
good. It was entertaining.
Anything that stood out?
It kept me entertained the entire time. I think the acting could use a little bit more. It seemed like they were trying to do some character development with their like families and stuff like that, and I didn't care. I didn't care about his family. Like, yeah, I can see that being his draw, but you could just have the family murdered by Sub-Zero in the past, have a couple flashbacks. I don't even have to worry about the kid, like the daughter and the mom, and he has to go back to him. I don't even need all that. I could just have a dead family and draw my energy, my strength from that, my will to fight. So bring me more dead families, and it'll be a better movie.
I think I also would have rather seen Cole, the
I
main
want more
character.
Raiden too.
He didn't do anything,
It's like here's a force
but I wanted
field.
to see. Yeah, that gets destroyed in like 15 seconds. But I wanted to see Cole turn into Scorpion because he's a Scorpion. So I thought that that would end up being his power or whatever. But he just gets a shirt like metal skin. It reminded me of the Man with the Iron Fists or whatever that crappy movie is. I
Yeah.
actually I actually put that on my queue on HBO Max to watch again because it's got oh, you know what I watched? I'm sorry to transition so hard.
That's fine.
I
Go.
finally watched this is the last thing I'll say is that Unhinged movie you were all over with Russell Crowe,
Did you like
and
it?
I was a little disappointed. It
What?
was pretty it was pretty brutal. I will say that,
The whole
but
time
I
I'm
just don't.
thinking my wife is gonna piss off one of these people, and that's what's gonna happen. She's gonna bring
Well,
him.
you gave her a horn that will piss off every one of those people, or not
What
a
do you?
horn, but yeah, move, bitch. Um, I like the scene in the diner, and I think that was about it.
The diner, and I like the fact that like he legitimately like killing kids. That's something special on
Awesome.
screen, and he was like choking that kid out, and I was just like, I
Yeah,
need
but
this.
that's all that circumstantial stuff that just irritates me in a movie because the kid's hiding, he's quiet, everything's going fine, and then the guy comes in and he's like, "Hey, where you at? Your mom sent me." And all of a sudden the kid's like, "Oh, maybe I should go out there." It's like, stop being stupid, kid. And then he ends up knocking something over. It's like
Well,
you'd
he's a
be fine.
klutz.
And then also, if he knocks something over, that's fine.
Did you
But
forget how he made that one dude kill his girlfriend?
oh yeah, and then he set him on fire and like rolled him at the police. Like I
Yep.
said, I liked how brutal it was. Have you ever seen the movie Virtuosity?
No, it sounds familiar,
Do you have
but
a
no.
Do you have a pen next to you? You should write that down and you
Here,
should
I can
watch
just
it. It's a
do Windows key, Notepad. Yeah, I'm using
but you're
Notepad,
a
not Note plus plus.
no plus plus. It's a good movie and you should absolutely watch it. You should watch it with a small group of friends.
I don't
1995,
have any
starring
of those.
Denzel Washington and Russell Crowe. And it's a very 90s movie, but it's awesome. It's basically like Russell Crowe is a computer program brought to life with it's an amalgamation of all of the worst villains in history.
Okay.
And so he's like programmed as a video game character. And so he's running around trying to kill this
Jews. He's gonna have a little bit of Hitler in him, some Mussolini, some Stalin. Pretty
oh, that's
anti-Jew
funny.
people. So
No, it's like I don't know. I'm gonna watch this tonight, maybe. like while I'm going to bed. I got to find out where it is though. It's good. It's really if memory serves, this is a really good movie, and you're gonna love it because he gets sucked into the video game at one point, and it's crazy.
Tron it up.
It's very very good. But that's really all I have to say, John. I've watched a lot of stuff here and there. Watched some Captain America. I've watched some Unhinged. I've watched some Mortal Kombat. I've watched some Invincible. I've watched some YouTube. And tomorrow, not that you care, Manchester Orchestra, one of my favorite bands, is putting out their new album, The Many Masks of God. So I'll let you know how that's going the next time we record. And we still got to go on a bike ride. So
That's true. I've
we're gonna
watched
be
some Sporting KC games. They're so. This season they look all right. They're not as exciting as they have been in the past, but
is that
whatever.
soccer?
Yeah. So I can't wait to see what St. Louis's team is going to develop to because I think that'd be really cool, like interstate rivalry. Can't even
No,
talk.
you nailed it.
Nailed it,
Rival
just like your
rivalry.
mother.
It's inappropriate.
This weekend though, on Friday they're gonna have VHS with a Vengeance. It's these like no name movies that they do once a month at the movie theater here in Joplin. I'm gonna see it. It has all kid cast actors. It's like Hank the detective or something like that. It looks like it's gonna be funny as heck. Some of these are like supposed to be horror movies, but they're so bad they're comedic, and some of them are like, wow, I can't believe this was a C film. But they do a really good job. I really enjoy the theater, and Alex Dickey is the one that picks him out, curates him, gets the information about him. So awesome, love that. And then on Saturday, if I can get my wife to go, I'm gonna go see The Golden Arm. It's about these ladies that just kind of up and leave and do like arm wrestling competitions. So that looks to be a comedy fest that I will enjoy. So I'm glad I got both my COVID shots, so I can go out and enjoy these things.
That's how I feel about it too. I've been out like all over town, man. I've been in there spitting in people's mouths, letting them pee on my head.
Wow, Netherlands?
Weird stuff happens when you get your COVID shot. I'm just saying, it's all part of the par for the course. So,
Yeah.
unless you have anything else, that's gonna do it.
I ain't
Hit me
got
with some of
nothing.
hit me with some of that knowledge, John.
Don't go to the Netherlands. The showers are yellow.
So, with that being said, this has been the Nobody Entertainment Podcast. Thank you for watching, and we will hopefully get all these uploaded at some point. Have a good week, and we will talk to you another time.
Auf Wiedersehen. Don't let it golden rain.